Oh, these are fun. Oh, these are so much fun. What's going on, people? You're probably wondering, why is he looking over to the side? That is because, in case any of you guys wants to say something to me, I will be able to actually, you know, maybe see your questions and actually talk to you. And it's going to be a lot of fun, I hope. How's everybody doing out there? There's a few of you kind of walking around and doing the thing. How y'all doing? Anybody alive out there? There we go. Finally. Keep that muted up. So as the live stream title says, we are going to be announcing the winner of the TC Electronic giveaway. I have all your comments in the classic, you know, box. It's not the lunchbox this time. Unfortunately, I kind of killed all my lunchboxes. But I'm also doing this for another completely unrelated reason other than this. I actually had my internet provider come out and check on Freebird. Dude, full transparency here. Don't know, can't play Freebird to save my life. I can play this though. See, even there, like, after that, I just screw it up. But yeah, I had my my internet service provider, which is Cox, out here, which I had a nice discussion about my feelings on Cox with my friend Phil McKnight of Know Your Gear during the NAMM show. He and I both shared our lamentings over how we feel about our internet. When we had a tech come out, and he gave me the all clear. We got a brand new modem. We're running like a super hot rodded 2.4 gigahertz modem network, and we also got a 5 gigahertz 5G. I thought we stopped at 4G LTE, but no, we're on 5Gs now, people. So yeah, we are going to be testing that out. So if you guys would just give me some little bits of feedback on how the stream is working for you guys today, and whether or not you can hear anything, I would greatly appreciate that. So yeah, we're going to talk about we're going to announce the giveaway winner in just a little bit. We're also going to talk a little bit about NAMM and some cool things that I would like to get going in 2018. So yeah, NAMM was great. NAMM was a lot of fun. I tried to do a little top 10 thing that didn't work out so well, but a lot of stuff happened this go around. Man, it was probably the most successful NAMM show I've actually ever had, which is pretty remarkable when I put it all into perspective and think about it. Met a lot of great companies, and if you've been catching the videos, if you've been catching the videos, I really appreciate it. Please keep watching. There are plenty more coming. Don't worry, Mark. I will get to your question in just a moment. But yeah, it was a very successful show. Hopefully it means bigger and better things for the channel in 2018, and there's going to be a way that you guys can help me. Mark, I'll get to your question. Do you use a captor with the cab sim? I want to buy a captor for home use. You know, I met the guys from 2Notes at GitCon, and they were really cool to talk to, and they took down my information, and we were supposed to talk about getting some of the 2Notes stuff into the studio, see if it could work out for me. I kept finding, I kept seeing them at NAMM, but for some reason, just with my schedule at NAMM, never got around to actually going up and reestablishing the connection. So that one's on me. But I've heard sound samples of the captor, and I think that they sound pretty darn good. It's just not my thing. I am much more of an old school amp and cab guy. But when it comes to cab sims, the one that has my attention the most right now would have to be the Universal Audio aux amp top box. That thing has my attention like nobody's business right now. It is. I caught the most recent That Pedal show earlier today. I decided to watch it on my big screen, and I gotta tell you, man, that thing sounds pretty stinking awesome. Awesome. What the hell is awesome? It sounds pretty stinking awesome. But as far as what I do for cab sims right now, I don't have a whole lot to go on. I don't have a whole lot to work with. So if I'm ever doing anything with a cab sim, it's literally coming from the unit if it has a built-in cab sim. For example, the rig that I'm playing right now, trusty Gibson Les Paul Studio, which, you know, like 90% of the things that I do is with this guitar. I have a couple of effects on the floor. I have a Keeley Compressor Plus, which was a nice little gift from Mr. Keeley at the end of the NAMM show. My op amp Big Muff, and into this big white box up here, which is the new Carvin Amson Audio X1, basically the X100B in a preamp. Which was announced at the NAMM show, and yours truly was in the launch video for it. And I'm very happy because when the factory closing was announced and everybody seemed to think that Carvin was going to be going out of business for good, this was kind of on the shelf, and it was something I was pretty excited about and felt that a lot of people would want to see and would want to play, and people would want to actually hear and buy and enjoy. And the fact that we've now come full circle to it, and here it is, Carvin is not going away anytime soon, and this is here in the studio. It sounds fantastic. I really enjoy it. It's got a lot of headroom on the clean channel. So I'm just using the cab sim out with that. And the cool thing with this new cab sim circuit that they have built into this one is that there's two different voicings. There's a 2x12 and a 4x12. So I think right now, yeah, I'm using the 4x12, and it's you know, that's a big muff in front of it, and it's sounding pretty good. But I would love to get other cab sims into the studio, whether it's a pedal form or whether it's actually a big piece like the captor. Because from what I hear, those do sound good. But like I said, that Universal Audio aux, that's really on my radar. That episode of That Pedal show really kind of made that a thing for me. So, you know, we'll see. You know, we'll see how 2018 goes. But like I said, I'm an old school mic up and amp cab kind of guy. There's just something in the high end of cab sims, especially the digital cab sims, that always kind of puts me off a little bit. It's almost like you're just really getting a lot of content in the cab sim, like going into it, and so it's processing all this content in a way that really just feels kind of like you're reamping a DI signal. I don't know. Using the two notes at GitCon, I was impressed, but at the same time, I was very like, I didn't have time to get to know it. I didn't have a whole lot of time to experiment with it, and that made me really uncomfortable because I don't really like using things unless I'm absolutely certain that I'm going to be able to know how to use it. And going back and doing the audio for a lot of those videos with that Torpedo Studio, which I don't really know what model of Torpedo we were using. But the point is, I didn't have much control over that sound. They would just pump it through the studio monitors, and that's what I heard. But going back into the audio, the recorded level was really low compared to the microphone picking up our voices in the videos. So that was a little difficult to deal with. And I'm absolutely certain that if I had the opportunity to get some of that two-note stuff and well, get it here in my studio, I would be able to dial it in to where if I were to use it in future videos, you guys would be pleased, and myself would be pleased with the results. I'm very confident of that. So for the time being, no cab sims. But hey man, if you've seen some videos out there and you like the sound of the captor, more power to you, man. Go for it. And you know, I would even say if Sweetwater is a dealer and you live in the States, apply for that Sweetwater credit card because they do a lot of, you know, no interest months. And as far as customer support goes, there's maybe like one or two stores that match them in it. So I would go for that, you know, personally. That's at least how I feel on the subject. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. We will be announcing the TC Electronic giveaway winner, so I would like to do that when more of you are online because I gotta tell you guys, I love doing these giveaways. I really want to do more, especially because this year we will be celebrating 5 full seasons of Stompbox Saturday, so it's very exciting for me to think like 5 years ago I started something and it's growing and people are watching and you guys are interacting with it, and I have a lot of fun with it. You know, I love effects pedals and I get all these cool effects pedals that I get to show you guys. And I would like to do more giveaways, and I'm probably going to work on some things to make them a little easier for me. I personally have a lot of fun, you know, cutting out your comments, and I have fun reading them too. That's why I wanted to make this giveaway a fun one. So I have fun reading the comments and putting them into the box and shaking it all about and, you know, doing the whole thing. So yeah, we'll do more of those. And I thought it would kind of be a good idea if you guys knew what you were getting into when it came to the giveaway and what exactly I'm so excited about. For those of you who have not seen the TC Electronic videos, there's plenty of behind the scenes peeks of the designing of my signature tone prints with the cats at TC, and that is phenomenal, and I absolutely love it, and I'm having a great time with it, and I continue to play them and just have an absolutely killer time. But the thing that I am definitely very wary of is not giving you guys a real taste of what you're getting into in terms of my tone prints. And I just, with NAMM, I haven't had the time to actually get you guys a very good, well, not much of a very good anything other than the NAMM videos. So I really want to help you guys have an understanding of what it is that my tone prints are. So we're going to do a little playthrough of them. We are going to check out my tone print for the flashback and my tone print for the Hall of Fame. Now if you'll just excuse me, I have a couple things going on right now. I just want to double check I will be able to make sure that I can do. And again, please feedback on the stream. If it starts dropping out, if it starts going out of sync, you know, Tuesday I have AT&T coming out to put in a fiber optic network here, because we can get that, and it's not any faster than the cable internet that I have right now. You know, I've had some issues with these live streams recently, but the point is, the fiber optic speed is like 4 times faster than the cable speed of the same amount. So who knows? Hopefully we'll have some really sick, fast, sleek internet speeds, and everybody is going to be happier for it. At least I hope I'm happier for it, because I would really like to not have to. I'd really like to do this more often for you guys. Personally, I hope you guys enjoy it. So, yeah, all you're getting is the camera audio. I just, right now my studio is an absolute mess editing the NAMM videos. So let's check out the tone print for the flashback. Again, the rig, quick rundown: Les Paul Studio, got a Keeley Compressor Plus, EHX Op Amp Big Muff, into the Carvin X1. Into the Carvin X1's effects loop is the Flashback 2 and the Hall of Fame 2. And then running direct into a channel on the PreSonus Studio 192 audio interface, cranking up my Focal studio monitors so that you guys can catch them here on the live stream. I know, it's not great, but it'll do. So, that's Chaos Crescendo. A little bit of compression. So there you go. That's a little taste of Chaos Crescendo. And basically the idea was I'm at this stage with my pedal board where I really need to start consolidating, because it's looking like the gigging schedule is going to get a little bit bigger. It's going to get a little faster, and there's going to be a few more dates coming here. So I wanted to try to condense all the delay tones that I need to get through a set into really 2 pedals. One of those being the Chase Bliss Tonal Recall, just because I love it so much, and it's got a great modulation on it for the analog delay world. But then to have a special effect that really I've had for some time, but the tone of it just wasn't really what I was hoping for. So me and Tor sat down, we went through all the algorithms and came to the tape algorithm, which has a little bit better of a high-end emphasis than the analog. The analog was just a little too dark for my taste. And we just kind of tailored it and got it to that basic sound of just something that would be nice for some chord work. So if I wanted to do something like this, where those arpeggiated parts could really get fleshed out. And then even the chords, they would have a nice texture and emotion to them. There's not a whole lot of wow and flutter on there. It's pretty standard. It's a pretty clean tape head. But then I needed something that could really just be kind of a little avant-garde thing. And I only really need it for maybe a couple moments. And that's where the mash function really comes in. And basically, you lean on it. And you get more of everything. You get a faster delay time, you get lots of feedback, so you can have that runaway effect going on. You get more wow, you get more flutter. It's just, that's why I call it the Chaos Crescendo, because it really just throws your tone and your sound into chaos. And that's really what I wanted. And it sounds good. Sounds really great, and I'm very happy with it. Now, on to what I did not realize was going to become such a popular little item, but it is the Casa Doom reverb. It's kind of madness, really. What can I say? I've seen a couple comments related to this tone print, and I don't think a lot of people really understand what exactly I was going for and what exactly, you know, I've seen comments, why didn't you just get a Keeley Caverns, or, you know, why doesn't he just do this? Why didn't he just do that? Well, I'll tell you guys why exactly I didn't buy any of those pedals or go to any of those pedals. First and foremost, the Keeley Caverns is a fantastic pedal that if you watched the 100th episode of Stompbox Saturday, me and Robert went through in quite I would say we went into some fair detail. We checked everything out. And of course, it was magnificent to have Robert be a part of that and for us to talk about it. It's a fantastic pedal. The echo on it is a great echo. The reverb on it is very well done, but it is not a reverb. It's not a pedal designed. It's designed to sort of get the feeling of playing in a cave or a cavern. It is not designed to sound like that. It is not meant to be the sound of a natural acoustical space. I heard a couple other guys, I saw a couple other comments that were related to, the big sky or the blue sky. First and foremost, the first thing that Strymon has sent me for a review and for a demo was the sunset. And quite frankly, I don't have $500 extra lying around to go and buy a big sky. And I really don't. When it comes to actually buying pedals these days, I'm going to buy pedals that I'm going to use, not pedals that I want to just, sit in my closet and collect dust, and eventually 5 years later decide that I'm going to unload it on the general public. So no, I'm not going to. I've heard it; they sound fine. It's a fantastic little reverb pedal, or quite large in some respects. It's not my thing, and I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to buy it, and oh well. And for that matter, I've not heard anything on the big sky or the blue sky that really did that sound for me. There were some other pedals that have tried to do the whole cavernous reverb thing, in one way, shape, or form, but they all have something about the tone that just, it doesn't make me feel the feeling that I would get if I were in that environment. Speaking as having been in some caves recently myself, very few effects pedals actually that claim to do the cavernous sound actually sound like the acoustical space. So that was the goal. Are we going to be able to replicate the sound of an acoustical space of a cavern? And I just tried to equate it as approximately as I could, just going off my own experiences and going off my own ears, and then having Tor walk through everything with me. That was a big, big deal. It's meant to sound big. It's meant to really kind of just take over. And again, the real magic, if you will, and hence the name, is in the mash switch again, which just... I don't know how much of that really got picked up, but when you depress on the mash foot switch, it inserts a flanging effect on the reverb. So it's this whole new layer of just... There's just something to that feeling and that motion that you get that really put the sound that I heard in my head into perspective, and thus the Hall of Fame 2 pretty much did exactly what I wanted to do, and that's Khazad-dûm. I did not realize how popular it was going to be. A lot of guys that I know in this business have said, I totally put it in my pedal, and it's awesome, and I love it, and I can't thank them enough. And we're at the 30-minute mark, so let's do this, people. Let's find out who our winner is. As you can see, I have all the names here in the box. So what we're going to do is first, going to kind of slightly close it, give everything a little toss. Crunch things up a little bit. A nice little salad toss in there. And like all previous giveaways that I've done, Give it a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. And I'll do one more salad tosser. And I think I have found us. No, that was a piece of tape. Oh boy. And this one. Let's see who we got. All right, buddy. So the winner of the TC Electronic giveaway is Stephen Whitehead. I'm not making that name up. There it is, right there. Stephen Whitehead. Tons of great drive stuff out there. Hard to come up with something new. I live in delay and reverbs. Well, then this prize is for you. Probably something like a combination of these two pedals, two-sided delay and reverb. The Hall of Flashbacks. There you go. Well, Stephen, there you go, man. You've been drawn as the winner. So I'm going to be replying to the comment on this video, and you will have, let's see, I gave you guys 2 weeks to enter this, so it is February 3rd. Next Saturday will be the 10th, so you have until February 10th to claim your prize, Stephen. I will keep, as I always do with these giveaways, I will still keep all the names in that box, and if Stephen does not claim his prize by 12 a.m. on February 10th, that's midnight, February 10th, so not 11:59 on February 9th, 12 a.m. on February 10th, Stephen, if you do not claim it by then, you will not get the pedal. Plural. So, as soon as the prize is claimed, I will email my friends at TC and we will get those pedals out to you as soon as I get your shipping information. So please, Stephen Whitehead, congratulations, buddy. You are the winner of the TC Electronic TonePrints giveaway. And as soon as you claim the prize, I'm going to email my buddies at TC and we will get everything out to you. So there you go. I'll leave that right there, and there you have it, everybody. Was really stoked to be able to do a giveaway to kind of start out 2018. I hope you guys had fun. I really had a lot of fun reading your comments. There were some pretty creative ones, and some that were, well, guys, come on, you can do better than that. You can really do better than that. I know that there's some creative people out there. I'm gonna pick a few of them out. Don't worry. I'll put them back in, and let's see what some of these cool ideas were. Mighty McLovin, which, didn't you win a giveaway? I think you did. My dream pedal would come with all the bells and whistles of other pedals. I would be able to control it with my mind so that I could get the perfect tone without having to painstakingly dial it in. You know, maybe if I had an honorable mentions category that would win something else, this one might take the cake. I gotta say, this is hilarious. That's pretty creative. Let's see, got anything else? Let's see who we got here. Scott Harris wants a lo-fi trem and delay. Think of the sound of Crimson and Clover. I do not know that tone, but that sounds pretty lovely. I'd like to hear a lo-fi trem and delay. Norrigan says that his signature pedal would be a dual pedal, fuzz on one side and pitch shifter on the other. That might be kind of cool, especially because you have that whole world of fuzz to explore. You know, is it going to be a fuzz face? Is it going to be a big muff? Is it going to be a super fuzz? You know, what exactly are you going to choose? And then the pitch shifting, well, what are you going to do with that? Gregor G, my signature pedal would be a dual circuit drive. Say, a drive going into a fuzz with a foot switch for each circuit, a full 7-band EQ, which can be placed pre-gain, post-gain, or in between, a switchable low-pass filter at the very end. There, that sounds appropriately ridiculous and complicated. Yeah, I'm guessing it would be like a 7-band graphic EQ, right, Gregor? Is that 7 bands, man. Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot of bands of EQ. There's nothing wrong with that. EQ is a lot of fun. Let's see. Michael Sharp. He wants a signature pedal that is a compressor slash selectable modulation slash delay slash reverb. Basically, a mini multi-effects with tone print compatibility for each section, which I can fit in a gig bag. Huh. Hey TC, that's not a bad idea. What about just like a little tone print dock, I guess I could say. That might be kind of cool. I guess the only thing that you probably would want also is somewhere in that you'd want to have a loop that you could insert, like a drive or a fuzz, and maybe choose where, I don't know. Now we're getting down the rabbit hole here a little bit. Let's read a couple more. Justin Bradford. My dream pedal would probably be a Korg Miku. Oh no, this one wins the honorable mention. I'm sorry, Mighty McLovin. I'm sorry, but Justin Bradford, if there's a way that I can get you some sort of honorable mention prize from the guys at TC, I think I'm gonna have to try to arrange that. My dream pedal would probably be a Korg Miku, but programmed to be Owen Wilson saying "wow" for the syllables. Seriously though, probably anything that'd get me closer to the guitar tones from Abbey Road or Ram, anything in that McCartney guitar ballpark. Both great suggestions. I would not mind having a Owen Wilson Korg Miku. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. I love that one. Let's see a few more. I'm having fun with these. If you guys don't want me to read any more of these, I won't, but I think that this is kind of fun. My signature pedal would be EB bass and electric bass and guitar friendly, with a new tube preamp section, OD distortion fuzz section, only one at a time, 3-way switch, and a compressor. This is from Joseph Bertucci. Not a bad little combo, man. That would be pretty cool. The new tube stuff is pretty interesting, so we'll see how that technology evolves over time. But I'm pretty excited to see where it goes from here. Harmony Smurf wants a signature pedal that would be a tube preamp combined with a multi-band EQ. Not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty practical too. I know that there's some EQ preamps out there that are quite nice. We got CMQ, a thick 60s, 70s style fuzz with an optional treble boost on the other side to get more string clarity. He wants Blue Cheer meets Gary Moore, if that makes any sense. CMQ, my friend, that makes sense to me. I hear that. That's pretty cool. I like that one. All right, who we got here? We got William Abdelnour. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering these names. I'd have a delay pedal with an output that could hook up to a trigger on a drum kick for the tap tempo. That would be cool. I would say the problem would be you better be playing with a good drummer. One that can play in time. Hopefully. So, you know, that would be my concern. Is my drummer any good? Dactar wants a dual overdrive pedal. Don't we all? Don't we all? Morphe. Oh, thanks for this. Hi, Sean. Love the Chapman guitar video. Thanks, Morphe. Appreciate that. Great fun to watch. My ideal signature pedal would be Keeley Cavern style massive reverb mixed with a blues driver, a duo fusion style. Something I could just play for hours that's inspiring me to let the boundaries down and go into some sort of uncharted territory. Morphe, that is a very well thought out response. That is I absolutely understand what you mean, because that's exactly what I was going for. Fortunately for me, there's just already so many great overdrives out there that I just can't really imagine coming up with my own. I have some ideas that I've kicked around to some pedal builder friends that I would eventually like to share with you guys, but I just don't think that is going to be anything in the cards right now. Let's see who we got here. This one I definitely can't pronounce. My signature would be a low gain fuzz with an effects loop that is switchable between affecting the top end or the bottom end. Kind of like a KMA Tyler with fuzz. Huh, interesting. I kind of like that idea. Jonathan Sharp, his dream signature pedal would be a triple station combining a Klon, a Tube Screamer, and a fuzz pedal. You know, you could probably find somebody, I mean, if you're lucky enough to get a Klon, I wouldn't really want to take it out of the original enclosure. But, you know, I'm sure you could find any number of Klon clone out there, and Tube Screamer, and a Fuzz Circuit. And Fuzz Circuits are so stupid small, like, you wouldn't even need to really take much out of there. And he wants to put that in one pedal. You could probably find somebody who would be willing to, I think JHS still does rehousing. I mean, they could probably do that. You could probably find a few people out there who would be willing to rehouse those into one box for you. Yeah, you might have to pay a little bit, but I don't see why you couldn't already do that for yourself. So, Jonathan Sharp, if you're watching right now or later on, dude, you could easily get this done. You could very easily get this done. Just find a clone that you like, find a Tube Screamer that you like, and find the fuzz that you like. Call up a couple companies, and heck, reach out to small builders. They might be willing to help you out with the custom job. So there you go. What up to Mentoid? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining in. Did you leave a comment on this giveaway? Because I would like to know what your signature pedal was going to be. We're just reading these for some fun. Again, Stephen Whitehead, you are the winner. So we're just reading these for some fun. Dementoid, if I want, maybe I'll find yours. It's just fun for me to read these, honestly. Scott J.P. Smith, my signature would be an old MXR time delay command series with the Redicon SAD 4096 Bucket Brigade delay chip. Check that out. Man knows his components. True bypass with an added mix knob and a grit boost for digging in on heavily delayed clean parts that let you know something massive is coming. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see what we got here. A stereo tremolo with MIDI connection. I wonder if there's something like that already. I don't know. But there are some great tremolo pedals out there. Stutzy DC. It'd be some sort of arpeggiator mod delay where the sequence can be separate from the dry signal and with independent level on the delay. And that delay could be modulated in multiple ways. And with tap tempo and MIDI recall. Holy moly. That is quite a lot of stuff in there. Let's see. We'll do a few more of these. I'm having fun. As long as you guys are having fun reading this. Triple switch, Guy Williams. First circuit would be the Timmy, which I don't know if you guys know this, but Paul Cochran is currently working on new versions of the Tim and the Timmy. So those pedals will be returning to the market probably sometime this year. Second would be the Mythos Golden Fleece circuit. I've not played that one. Very interested in checking out their stuff. And the third part of it would be the Univibe. Not bad. Not bad choices at all. Squid Eating Dough. My signature pedal would be shaped like a hot dog and would transpose anything you play into the classic Oscar Mayer Wiener song. I'm getting like honorable mention things like all the time, man. That was so funny. Neil Pickle wants a signature pedal that would make his guitar sound as if it was stuck inside the album The Moon and the Melodies by the Cockatoo Twins and Harold Budd. I don't know that album. I don't know the guitar tones on that album. But if it is from sometime in the 80s, it probably sounds pretty new wavy and pretty cool, and I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I'd try it. Brent Johnston wants a signature fuzz delay with switchable expression pedal controlling the volume of the fuzz. Man, that is pretty rad. Music Therapy Laz, who actually sent me probably one of the most flattering comments on my YouTube coverage of NAMM for this year, saying that it made him feel like you were there, and that's what I strive to do. Because I was a lot like you guys that don't get to go to NAMM, always wanting to go, but never knowing how and not knowing anybody that could get me there. So let's see. My signature effect pedal would be a delay pedal that would have function allowing you to increase speed and depth into a bit crushing like sound. I'd call it the Atom Smasher or Quantum Collider and use it for the single effect at the end of a song. though I'm sure I could come up with other uses, perhaps at the ending of a solo, allowing it to trail off in volume. It would probably have to be an expression type pedal that you could adjust like an adjustable wah. It's probably inspired by the ray gun sound of Steve Stevens and a little Ed O'Brien. Nothing wrong with those inspirations at all, lads. Thank you so much for watching those NAMM videos. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So, there you have it, everybody. That's the end of the TC giveaway. Thank you so much to all of you that put in your entries and showed off your cool ideas for what your dream signature pedal would be. I'm very excited about these tone prints, and if any of you guys end up with a Hall of Fame 2 or a Flashback 2, you know, I would love to have you guys share with me what you are able to come up with my signature tone prints. And also just send me your general feedback on them. I want to know what you guys think. I would love to know what you guys think. It was a great labor of love. Dementoid, thank you so much for joining in, and thanks for leaving the comments, man. So that's the giveaway. And I had a lot of fun with this one, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun cooking up your dream signature pedal ideas. Now, that's it. But there's a couple other things that I would like to have you guys help me out with. Obviously, this is just one giveaway in 2018, and will your tone prints work on the older pedals? As of right now, the older pedals I don't think support my tone prints, because those were specifically designed with the mash switch in mind for their functions. They're not a very sound specific. So if you have the older one, you could try it. I'm not going to say that you can't, but because I don't have the older versions, I don't know. But please try. If you have an older Flashback and you have an older Hall of Fame, I would recommend trying just the Hall of Fame one, because really the Flashback one is just a tweaked tape delay, but the magic is in the mash switch. Really, that's where all the fun stuff happens. So yeah, that's the giveaway, and it's the first of 2018, and I really would love to do more. There's a lot of cool things that I have in my head, and hopefully that I will have the time to show you guys and to produce for you guys. So, in the spirit of making sure that these cool things can happen, if you have not done so already, and obviously if you're watching this, you would be a subscriber, and you would have to be a subscriber to enter this giveaway, blah, blah, blah. The point is, I would appreciate it if you guys, if you haven't done so already, please do click the subscribe button whenever you see it, wherever you see it on this video. The more of you guys that subscribe to my channel, the more likely we can get some cool stuff here in the studio so that we can demo it and review it and put everything through its paces. I also would love it if you guys would start helping me spread the word about my channel. Spread the word about Stompbox Saturday. The season 4 is going to be wrapping up very soon, but we will be starting right back up again as soon as possible. I do have things currently in the studio that will be part of that 5th season to celebrate 5 years. We're going to take an in-depth look at the Carvin X1. We are also going to take an in-depth look, oh, it's my wife's hair. We're going to take an in-depth look at the Walrus Audio Fathom, which is just a fantastically tuned reverb pedal, and it's been one that I have been playing quite a bit and would love to hear on vocals as well. We got a ton of stuff from TC that I haven't touched yet and shown you guys, and of course all the NAMM videos are coming, so please, I would be so grateful if you guys would help me spread the word on my channel. Tell your friends that are guitar players, tell your friends that are musicians. If you're in any Facebook groups or Twitter or Instagram and you see something of mine that you would like shared, I would greatly appreciate it. The more people that we can get here in this little family and in this little community, the better, and I just can't wait to do more for you guys. 2018 is the year that I'm taking this thing as far as I can take it without driving myself absolutely insane. So with that, I have a little incentive for you guys. Right now, my subscriber count, I want to know, actually, 100% what my subscriber count is. My subscriber count as of right now, very nice total, is 3,574, which has been very great. The NAMM show videos do really well for my channel's growth, but we're doing so much more this year. We're doing tons, I'm going to try to do tons of reviews and tons of demos for you of some really cool, new, and exciting stuff, and some tips on what you can do. So one of the things that I thought that would be kind of fun to do was I now have friends volunteering to lend me their vintage pedals. I have some family members who want to lend me their vintage pedals and customs and one-offs and things like that. I have the Dan Electro Real Echo, which I've not seen a good demo of at all. I have the Idiot Box Effects Mystery Pedal from a couple years ago that I got from the 60 Cycle Hum Wheel of Pedals. I have a Dean Markley Overlord, which if you've watched any older episodes of that pedal show, you will have seen the Overlord on a board that Daniel built for Andy Timmons, and he has his own modified version, but this is like straight up old school hardwired AC power cord. I think it would be a lot of fun to start demoing some of these cool used and vintage effects, and really, unfortunately, right now, my time has to be devoted to things that can keep this channel growing and really, you know, unfortunately bring in some income. And that's what a lot of the demos do, you know. Companies do send me stuff, but they also help pay for this stuff to keep happening because, you know, hey, homeboy's got to eat. And homegirl, wife downstairs, she's got to eat too. I got to make sure she's taken care of. So, if we can get to 5,000 subscribers by the beginning of season 5 of Stompbox Saturday, which, let's see, right now it is February 3rd. So, let's see. You know what? Why don't we set a deadline for this? Alright, here's the deal. This is what we'll do. If we can get to 5,000 subscribers by St. Patrick's Day, so that's March 17th, 2018, if we can do that, I will start incorporating bonus episodes of Stompbox Saturday into the season that are solely dedicated to cool, vintage, and hard-to-find pieces that I'm able to come across. Those could be limited edition things that were maybe around for like a small run. They can be older pedals from the 70s, 60s, 80s, heck, even the 90s, you know. And yeah, we'll just start bringing those in and doing quick little demos so that you guys, if you've always been curious about how they sounded, we can actually mic them up, put them into an amplifier, and actually play the dang things. So, how about that? 5,000 subscribers, I will get you guys 4 bonus episodes of Stompbox Saturday, all featuring cool, rare, and vintage effects pedals. And we'll just have a good time with it. It'll be like a normal episode of Stompbox Saturday, but a little bit more fun because they're not the cool new things. They're the things that, well, take a little bit of work to find. So let's do that. 5,000 subscribers by March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, when the first episode of Stompbox Saturday Season 5 possibly will happen. Might happen sooner. Don't know. But let's say by March 17th, we'll get those bonus episodes. How about we do that? I think that's pretty fair, and I think that would be pretty fun, and if you guys did that for me, I would be so absolutely 100% grateful. So let's do that, and let's have some fun with it, and that's all for now. And until next time, I thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for entering the giveaway. Steven, you have a week to claim your prize, and until next time, I wish you all the greatest of tone and the happiest of stomping. Cheers.